Psalm 2, 10 and 11 says, "Now therefore, O kings, show discernment, take warning, O judges of the earth. Worship the Lord with reverence and rejoice with trembling." Well, if you're joining us in reading through this 30-day reading plan, today's reading is Psalm 2, and I encourage you to read that passage. While this psalm can be considered an Advent psalm, it also refers to the actual event when Jesus appears for the second time and judges those nations and rulers. The psalm teaches the ultimate destruction of those who are against the Lord and the victory of those who worship the Lord. Now, there are 4 words in verse 11 that I'd like to kind of take a short look at. The first is the word worship, and it means to work or to till the ground. And in a sense, it means to do something in servitude to another. But that servitude is in relation to God. It should be one of joy and of a liberating experience. When we worship God in our services, it is a work in the sense that we are focusing on Him and digging deeper into our experience with Him. Now, the second word is reverence. This means to be full of awe before God. Our God is a mighty God. His works, such as creation and salvation, cannot be fully explored by the human mind. We are to approach Him in awe because He is worthy of our reverence. The third word is rejoice. The theological workbook of the Old Testament gives these examples: rejoicing at God's work in general, His restoration of His people, and His delivering from the enemies, protection from the enemies, and God's glorifying judgment, and finally God's rule. The fourth and final word is trembling, and the word literally means to shake. We're not to treat God as our buddy. We're not to stand up before Him and shake our fists at Him. We're to tremble before Him, not because we're afraid, but because of His greatness and His power. Now, we're to desire to be with Him. We're to desire to have His impact in our lives. We're to desire to see His mighty works, and we're to desire to see His salvation. In this coming year, let's focus on God's majesty, His glory, His salvation in our lives, and spread that word.